need to bait out that time journey.
I mean, it better work for the side of Bigatron because Repo here has a comment. In leg 2, of course, I hope Bigatron Alpha doesn't fail because passing the playoff is our target. And this just reminds us of how important this match is for Bigatron as well as Rebellion. But Bigatron still needs to be able to make it into that playoff position. Taking it away from Rebellion is their main goal. But we can see the final pick here for Bigatron Alpha. It's going to be that Ling once again.
They're going for essentially the exact same composition with the difference of the Clint and the Melissa, right? So there'll be a less security, less dive denial, but more damage, more burst, and more AoE. In a sense, right? Compared to Melissa, the Clint passive can do a lot more, provided the fights are actually a bit linear. So we'll have to see here. There's an audience comment from Erando_Ballo. Hope you guys can go to the playoffs. Don't let us down, Alpha!
Ooh, we got a supporter for BTR, Erando_Ballo. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You guys need to tell us as well what you think, who you think is going to win. Because it's time to jump in as both of the drafts have been set. Hashtag BTR win or hashtag Dream Rebellion in the comment section right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready. We're going to jump into the portal that's going to open up in a bit. It's time for game number 2. Clean sweep or an equalizer. The two options available for the teams.
Rebellion, Zion, they don't want their dreams to fail them this time around. So for sure, they want to be able to force this to a 3rd game series. But so far, with the drafts that have been placed, it does feel like Bigatron have a lot of counters once again to the composition that Rebellion Zion has, with a Diggy that is going to be able to negate the CC coming in when they go in for those neutral objectives. It can feel like Max might be able, once again, to get those retributions on point.
In the early game, we did mention that maybe a big portion of what Rebellion Zion can do is to use the Mathilda pick in a more aggressive manner. They have a strong jungler right now, and they also have a pretty solid mid laner. So if they want to go and be more aggressive and maybe put some more pressure onto Max before he gets to his power spikes, that can be a solution that Rebellion Zion can explore.
And right now, it does seem like Max is having a better time in that jungle. He's clearing way faster, able to steal a jungle camp away from Fearless, and that's going to be massive, because if he gets that level 4 first and they are actually able to pressure the Akai, it's going to be a massive problem for the Akai. Fearless already on to the gold buff. Max collecting level 4, but Fearless will reach as well to level 4 very quickly. Both teams now, they're going to play around the neutral objectives.
20 seconds though, so they do have a lot of time to set up for this right now. We can see that Rebellion Zion, they are putting their emphasis here in the top lane. Perhaps they want to go for a gank, put pressure onto Moreno, who's actually rotated towards that area. Or even the steal happening here from Highs, getting that gold buff.
That is a valuable steal for Highs. It is gold lane, so the gold is going to be so important here. And as that play happened, Rebellion Zion, they will try and take control in the turtle pit, but Bigatron Alpha, they are ready to make a play back.
Yeah, neutral objective control is the name of the game. Rebellion able to secure it here. Turtle Slain presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. Beautiful, beautiful setup for Rebellion as well with the winning lanes.
Okay, but we do have a talent prediction here by Axe, all in favor of Bigatron Alpha in terms of that. But look at this, Fearless goes in for the pin.
And again, it does not matter because of the time journey, and now they're re-engaging onto Fearless. So Rizal doesn't have the knockout strike, will be able to put enough damage to back Rebellion away. But again, it just shows that Rebellion, they don't have the resources necessary to actually go for an all-in, unless Dyron can jump in right as the time journey ends.
That's possible. They need to be able to bait that out. But here, Dyron already pressuring Max here. But, oh, wow. 1v1, 3v1. Dyron is actually going to be able to make it out alive. But I said that too soon, as it is going to be first blood here secured by Bigatron Alpha.
Wow.
Very solid kill.
The counter engage is so good as well because there are 2 sprints on Moreno and Sorizo. So once it's on, once Bigatron Alpha wants to go for the counter engage, they just pop that and go for the chase. And if you can get someone knocked up, he can follow up and pull them back. It's just such a deadly combo that relies on range management, which is just so creative from Bigatron Alpha. They have the Demon Slayer onto Max still, so he is having not much of an edge because Fearless now is not on that Fanny, so both Demon Slayers, but a killing spree on Marky.
Oh, he in the bottom side gonna get bursted down by Sway Low, picked up by Highs. Massive, massive pick off here as Highs is gonna be able to have a much better lane, and that's super bad for BTR. Remember, Clint should be able to bully the Irithel in the early stages, unless it's an all-in. If you just keep on going for trades, Irithel won't really have time to play, and right now, with the gold buff steal, with the kill, he's gonna reach that power spike very early. But I do want to talk about this top side. Tyron is getting the damage onto Cerezo, but we mentioned the Petrify, constantly Arashi, and Eterna, but he actually brought the Execute.
A lot more aggressive of an option here for Dyron. I guess the idea is they can actually take out the Pride members before the fight even begins. But now Wijanako will kind of secure the kill, but it will be Fearless making the play.
Yeah, Fearless with a heavy spin, and the Retribution comes through. Max picking up all the blades there just for fun. Again, not really necessary, but it was cool to watch. BTR losing in a neutral objective game, but they can honestly wait for those power spikes to hit. But it's going to be very risky because Highs will be scaling. He will scale better than Marky. Sway Low is going to scale better than Moreno. So if you want to play the long game, I think Rebellion are very happy to do so.
Now that's the problem. With the way that it's happening right now, we need to see Rebellion Zion be able to translate this over. How are they going to be utilizing the objective takes that they've been able to grasp right now? And right now, Begatron Alpha, they are trying to utilize the fact that they have higher mobility with the Ling, trying to push and pressure all of these 3 lanes, as we're going to take a look at the items here in the 5th minute.
If you take it to the late game as well, I think it's good if Begatron Alpha can go for the burst damage because he's Cerezo already with the Bloodlust Axe. He gets a lot of damage and good sustain. And of course, Moreno, the Genius one is all you need to have a respectable amount of damage on that Julian. But whoa, Fearless.
Way too aggressive. Gonna be forced to back away. Cerezo jumps in again, but they did bait out the time journey. So it's a small win, I guess, for Rebellion Zion. If they go for a fight in the next minute, it won't be up.
But the problem is, what are they baiting it for? The neutral objective, still 30 seconds on the clock, but I guess this is the answer.
Well, Max gonna be able to pop the Thames of Blades, baiting Wijanarko all the way to the back lines as Moreno jumps in high. He's gonna get taken down as Dyron picks up a kill onto him, shutting him down. Securing the gold lead as Cerezo now jumps in on towards Wijanarko, but Wijanarko is able to flicker out with Sway Low as well. Rebellion still grasping onto that gold lead. Neutral objective 3, the 3rd one, gonna be up in 2 seconds.
So it was a 1-for-1 trade though. Rebellion Zion gold for mid, so it is still in favor of Begatron Alpha in that particular aspect, but Dyron as well as Cerezo caught in a 1v1. Who's gonna make it out?
Like Cerezo has more outplay potential here, but again, they were able to bait out the time journey, but at what cost? They used the heavy spin as well, so it's a bit of an equal trade. I'm not sure if that is the right idea. Right now, Begatron Alpha, they have the setup, they have more pressure for now, and they're going for the turtle.
Red Street battle, and it's going to be Max who wins it out. Fearless with a heavy spin, unable to do much right now, but the chaos, just so much damage on the Sway Low. But now it's going to be turned around. Marky now jumping in with the second ability, getting the damage onto Sway Low. So Rizzo is there as well. Doesn't use his abilities to go on to Sway Low just yet. Max is going to push in that bottom side. And with this, BTR have solidified their gold lead. Meanwhile, though, Cerezo is going to be careful. He actually jumped through the knockout strike, and that will seal his fate. Fearless picking a kill up.
The beauty about the Akai is that he always has a edge when it comes down to those neutral objectives, even above the Ling, but that pressure has been negated with the fact that the Diggy has that time journey. And so in this 1v1 situation, jungler versus jungler, Ling still has the advantage of being able to maneuver around the map a lot faster, being able to get those objectives, those infrastructures. And you can see now, Begatron Alpha does have a slight lead when it comes down to that map pressure.
But really see that there's a bit of weakness on the side of Begatron Alpha. They don't have anyone that can actually check the bushes for any potential danger. We saw that earlier. There were 4 members of Rebellion Zion for sure, but Begatron Alpha, they have no idea what exactly is around the corner. So that is something that Rebellion Zion can exploit, especially if they can get pressure, get even, and then play it out for the neutral objectives.
But Arashi, I feel like that's the purpose of the bombs that the Diggy can put in, no? See, exactly, this is what he's trying to do, no?
Yeah, but he doesn't know exactly. If he moves a bit closer, there's a chance that they can jump on him. That is a play they can try and make, right? Engage on the savior of the team. That is exactly what they try and do right here. if you jump on the Diggy, Diggy cannot time journey for his team, and there was almost a good counter engage for Big Alpha, but they are still playing it really well in the split push department.
They didn't chain it properly, man. No objective takes, and Max, he's on a link. He's gonna be able to jump out for free. Again, BTR played the macro game really well. Rebellion, I do agree, Raji. That's the way to actually win out of the team fight. Moreno now still able to kind of win, but Tyron with the execute, that's what it's for. Now jumping in as well with final blow, able to heal back up. Sorizo can't take Tyron down. Goes in for the knockout strike onto Fearless. Max is there as well. Retribution picked up by Highs. No need for Retribution as Time of the Blades comes in on the sway low. Max trying to dish out the damage. Circling Eagle popped onto him. Sorizo is there in the back lines trying to help Marky, but no kills on the board just yet. Region Arco, beautiful guiding win, getting him out to safety. Highs with the recalls as well. Rebellion equalizing.
Yeah, Rebellion is equalizing. They're catching up. Bigatron Alpha, they lost that Lord and they lost Moreno in the process. So what initially was a gold lead for Bigatron Alpha has been diminished and even taken back here in this ping pong battle between that economy. But we can now see that the Lord is already marching in the top side. And Bigatron Alpha, they're looking to try and at least get their own buff here.
Max will be able to secure the orange buff, but the Lord is still under great protection. Fearless comes in to try and make something happen, but Bigatron for the most part will be able to clear the Lord, losing a few turrets in the process. That is dangerous considering the win conditions for Rebellion Zion, but whoa! Just like that, Sorizo gets taken out.
That's the damage that Swaylo provides, and that's the kill pressure that the Execute has as well. So far, the Execute has been working pretty well for Tyron. He's been able to actually get the kills onto important members constantly.
3-1-1 also in terms of KDA, so he's been able to establish a really good gold lead, but now we can take a look at the items here in the 10th minute.
Malefic War already built for Marky, so uncharacteristically, I expected a bit more defensive builds coming in because this seems to be how he likes to itemize. But you can see that Highs has a lot more advantage. He is ahead in the gold department. Berserker's Fury and Scarlet Phantom will allow him to do a lot more DPS if the fight just becomes a huge slugfest. Rebellion and Zion, they have the advantage of having a big tank in the form of the Akai in the front line, and they can abuse that because they have better DPS compared to a Clint as well. So Bigatron Alpha, they need to try and find the more instantaneous battles because they can use Moreno as a source of burst damage, as a bit of an assassin, because we've seen that he is able to one-shot Highs given the right circumstances.
We need to talk about the scaling too. Remember what I said in the early game. Irithel scales better than Clint, and Lunoff scales better than the Julian Key though. Forced to pop that time journey. Oh, that's a very expensive resource. But if you take a look at the gold, they're not equal, Arashi. Highs isn't getting equal amounts of gold to compared to Marky. He's actually getting more, but wait, Max! He's in that bottom side. He's trying to go for the split push. He will be able to secure that base turret. Massive value for BTR as they look to collect in that top side. Marky dealing the damage out. Sorizo still able to escape. Sway low, getting out with the guiding win, but Max jumps in with a pinch poise. Tempest of Blades now popped in by Max to get out a 1-for-0. Beautiful macro gameplay, but reverse time actually brought Dyron back. Receives a little bit more damage, but Bigatron back off. That was chained perfectly into the Lord. My goodness.
Wow. A bit of an Aura Fire cosplay there as well by Max in that bottom side. But you're right, the chain is perfect. We can see now Fearless wants to do something about this, but it doesn't seem like he can so far. Tyron is actually going to be the one to get a lot amount of damage, but luckily not caught off just yet.
This is what he said about Dyron. He is on an aggressive hero with kill pressure. This man can provide, man. He's been going in and out of Bigatron Alpha's composition, and he is able to be relatively secure, only getting picked off once. He was able to pressure Bigatron Alpha away, and now Rebellion Zion, they are the ones with the Lord control, but their members are not in place yet.
Look at the setup as well. Bottom side has been pushed up. That is going to slowly push into BTR's side. So Rebellion, they have the Lord in their hands. They do not need to force it. So Rizzo is forcing a play. Circling Eagle popped in. Retreat battle Highs again. And that's going to be the backside targeted by Dyron. And he jumps in onto Marky. Securing a double kill. Jumping onto the other members. He's surviving Dyron. Making the plays happen. getting out to the scythe as well. BTR taken down in the team fight. Rebellion looking to equalize in the game.
That was huge, right? Because even before that Lord setup, they knew that Bigatron Alpha was going to be able to set up first. Dyron was able to get the members from the side of Bigatron Alpha low and therefore take away the initial pressure that they had.
Wait.
Rebellion Zion now going very, very aggressive into this as it might be a one straight push, the siege to end and finish this in a 1-1.
They can take it patiently. That's going to be the electric final ball. Max going to get caught there, but he's going to be able to bring Wijinako back in. They're going to go on to Wijinako, picking up a kill, but the Lord comes in. They're all targeting the base, and they will equalize. Game number 2 secured. We're getting a game 3.
Wow, what a performance, man. That is crazy from Rebellion. They just found their rhythm. They knew how to actually bait out Bigatron's time journey by making use of their control, using the vision to their advantage. And just like that, they go for the decisive play. And honestly, how good is Dyron on that Benedetta, man?
Oh, he's so good. He's always been good on those playmaking heroes. Again, it fits his style of play. Going for the duels in the XP lane. He needs to put himself on, well, Coach Chico maybe needs to put him on those playmaking heroes. Benedetta, Paquito. Khalid, you're absolutely right. He carries the team, and I don't doubt that he's going to be the MVP in this series, or in this game right now.
Wow,
Amazing.
honestly.
Amazing match.